find the area of the triangle. So we know that the area of a triangle is our base times our height divided by 2. So all you have to do is plug in your base times your height and divide it by 2. Okay, find the area of the shape. This is a 4-step problem. So the first thing you need to do is to split the shape into 2 separate shapes. So we're going to split it right here. We're going to find the area of this shape first. We know that that is a rectangle. So area equals, this is number 1, base times height. So you can go ahead and find the area of the rectangle. Our second step is we need to find the area of shape 2. That is a triangle. We know the area equals our base times our height divided by 2. We have one small issue with this one. We don't know what our height is because we don't know this right here. So before we can find the area, we need to find out our height. So we know this part of our triangle is 8. And we know that this part here equals this part here. They're the same. So the inside part also equals 8. That missing part. So find our height, we need to do this 8 and this 8 together. To find our height, we're going to do 8 plus 8. And this answer, be able to go in that height. And then you can solve for your area of your triangle. Then our fourth step is we need to add the area of our rectangle, that area, plus the area of our triangle, and that will give us our total area. If you notice, I color-coded. This one equals our rectangle. This one is our triangle. And this one then will be our total. That's why I did them in colors, so you could see. Emma painted one portion of her wall. Find the area of the section left unpainted. Unpainted. So right here is our section unpainted. This also is a 4-step problem. So we want to find the area of the whole wall first. Okay? So the whole wall. I'm going to write whole wall is step 1. Okay? So of the whole wall, we know this is a rectangle and area equals base times height. Now our whole wall is all of this. The whole wall. And next we need to find the area of the painted wall. All right, that is also a rectangle. So area is going to equal base times height. And our painted wall is the pink wall here. That will be the area of our painted wall. But once again, we don't know what is our base. What is our base of the painted wall? We need to find that. Okay, so that will be our step 3. We need to find our base. We know that the base of the whole wall is 15, and we know the base of the unpainted wall is 4. So to find this section, we can take our whole wall base minus the unpainted base. So we need to take our whole wall base minus our unpainted base. And that will give us the base of the painted wall. So that answer will go there. And then you can solve for the area of the painted wall. Finally, your final step. We are, remember, finding the area of this section only, the unpainted section. So we need to take our area of our whole entire wall, and we need to subtract the area of our painted wall, and that's going to give us the area of our unpainted wall, because that's what will be our keyword to tell us to subtract is left. Left over left means subtraction. That's that keyword, subtraction. All right. Our keyword there was subtraction, left. So, it's a lot of steps there. Hopefully you can follow that. Find the volume of the figure. Only one step, thank goodness. Volume equals length times width times height. Well, this is a cube, so you only have one number to enter in there. Find the volume. Find the volume. Oop, there's a keyword right there. Find the volume of a box that is 15 inches long. All right, there we go. 15 inches long, 8 inches tall, and 2.5 inches wide. So we know volume equals length times width times height. All you have to plug in is your length. Look at your width is over here. And tall means your height. Height is how tall you are. And find your volume. Marissa is folding up a piece of paper into a pyramid. What is the surface area of the paper? Okay, pyramid. So the first thing we can do is find the area of our base. Okay, let's find the area of our base. Well, we know that the area of a rectangle is base times height. Okay. 2. We know that this triangle and this triangle are exactly the same. So we know that the area of a triangle is our base times our height divided by 2. And we know that there are 2 of those. So after we find that area of these 2 of this triangle right here, we need to then multiply it by 2. Now we can find the area of these triangles. Alright, we know that area equals our base times our height divided by 2. And after we find that area, there are 2 of them, so we have to multiply that area by 2. And our last step is to add this area plus this area plus this area, and you will get your total surface area. Find the surface area of the figure. So first, we're going to find the area of this. This is going to be number 1. So area is going to equal base times height. Okay, we can figure out what our height is right here by looking over there. After you find that area of that, we know there's 1 on the other side. So we need to multiply it. Equals your area, multiply it by 2. Okay? That's number 1. Number 2. Now we are going to find our area of this rectangle. Okay? Same thing, our area equals our base times our height. We can clearly see our base times height. After you get your area, again, you know there's 1 on the other side. So we gotta times it by 2. Now we're gonna find our area of this top rectangle. Okay, this is 3. Once again, area equals base times height. Well, we can get our base from here and our height from there. After you get that, you need to, your area, you need to times it by 2. And then our 4th step, because this isn't just area, it's surface area, you need to take this area of your first two sides plus the area of the second 2 faces plus the area of the top and bottom faces, and that will give you your total surface area. Connor made a tent. How much fabric did he use? I want us to find the fabric. Fabric covers the outside of the tent. So that means they want us to find the surface area. So the first thing that we're going to do is we are going to find the area of this rectangle right here. That's number one. We know that area equals base times height. And on a tent, there's another side. So after you find the area, you need to multiply by 2. The second thing we are going to do is we are going to find the area of this triangle. We know that the area of the triangle equals base times height, then we need to divide by 2. Now, there's also a back. So, after we find the area of our triangle, we need to multiply that by 2. Now, I know you can't see this, but there is a third piece. Every tent has a bottom, because you wouldn't just be sleeping straight on the ground. There is like fabric on the bottom of every tent. So we need to figure out the fabric of the bottom. We have this measure. This measure would tell us that, because those are parallel and they are the same measure. So that would be the bottom rectangle. So area would equal base times height. Now we don't need to multiply this one by 2, because look at our top. We have a triangle. The bottom would be the rectangle, but the top comes to a point because it's a triangle. So there wouldn't be another rectangle at top because it comes to a point. So there's only one of those rectangles. And our fourth step is, because we're finding our surface area, we need to add up all of our areas. So we need to take this area of the side rectangles plus the area of the 2 triangles plus the area of our bottom base, and that will give you your total surface area.